We are in the middle of week 1 of prep. My nutrition hasn't changed, which is good for me. Cardio has went up. I'm doing 5 times a week, 300 calories on the stairs. The first one was definitely humbling, to say the least, and then the 2 days after that have been better, so I'm a bit more hopeful. I don't know why the first one was like such a shock to my body, but I was literally like shaking after for some reason. But overall, gone pretty well so far. My body feels good. I feel obviously really good right now just being in week 1, or 16 weeks out. And I kind of just want to document this experience and kind of be able to look back at it and see how I progress and like how mentally I do as well. And also working 2 part-time jobs and just being like a normal person. Like I'm not an influencer or anything like that, so kind of managing my schedule and like making sure I make time for all the bodybuilding checklist stuff I need to do every day. I'm gonna try and be very transparent with how I feel and try to vlog. I don't really do this, so we're just gonna kind of see how it goes. And yeah, I'm excited. So when I first wake up, the first thing I think of is obviously food, and my favorite meal of the day has to be this cream of rice. It's pretty simple. I just add my salt. I'll have a 1/4 teaspoon with every meal, and then my vegan Sun Warrior protein powder, chocolate flavor. It's the best. And then I'll add some cinnamon and PB Fit powder to that. I try to eat this meal about an hour before I work out. Sometimes it's a little less, just depending on when I wake up, but at least 45 minutes before. Okay, it looks like super like soupy right now, but it gets thicker once you mix it. Last thing I add is just some bananas for extra carbs, fast digesting carbs. This is what it looks like. It doesn't look good, but it is good, okay? I'll enjoy this meal on my bed where I just go on my laptop, check some emails, get ready for work, like mentally, and you should listen to Andrew Huberman's podcast. Highly recommend if you like health and nutrition. Okay, now we're getting ready for the gym. It's really not that much. I just like maybe put up my hair or I just do it at the gym. Sunscreen, of course, and then just a little bit of powder on my face. Gotta do the lashes, just some mascara, something light, just so like I feel good when I'm lifting. I'll just put some lotion on, gotta stay moisturized, and then I guess I put up my hair today, so just a quick bun and we're ready to go. And then I'll prepare my pre-workout concoction. So we got glutamine, 10 grams of that, creatine, 5 grams of that, and then the rest of my salt for that meal. Oh, and of course, the raw essential pump and blue raz. Today is going to be an interesting day. I have somehow ended up being fasted cardio just because I don't like eating my first meal until like 9 on my rest days. So I'll be doing cardio, rolling out, stretching, and then I'm actually getting a DEXA scan today, so we'll see like my body fat percentage, lean muscle mass, things like that. And then I'll get one closer to my show day to see how my body, or like where it loses fat, hopefully not muscle. So yeah. After I work out, I usually just pretty much work, so I'm not going to film much of this, but this is the setup, and yeah, I just rot here for about 8 hours. I just got back from my DEXA scan, and it was super easy, super quick, like 5 minutes in there. And I just got my report back, so it shows me like body fat percentage, lean mass, and visceral fat, I believe. So I'm sitting around like 22% body fat. I sent it to my coach, so we'll see what she says. I know body fat percentage doesn't really matter when you're on stage, like they don't look at that number, but it's just good to know like where my fat sits right now and then where it will come off my body like towards the end. One of my other part-time jobs is just working at the front desk at a gym, so sat there and just got some work done. Today's workout was a full leg day, so we start by warming up with lying hamstring curls. This is just to get warm and make sure the hammies are good to go for the real leg movements. So the first main compound movement I do is RDLs. So we'll do a few working sets of these. I really focus this time on glutes, so I pushed my hips super far back instead of making them more hamstring bias. I definitely felt that the next day, but it felt super good. Mind muscle connection there. Moving to the next exercise, we got leg press. I hate and love this one. We did 3 working sets, pretty heavy, 8 to 12 reps. Really went to failure here. This one always hurts so good. Next on the menu, we got shoulder press. I've worked up to this weight, so it's pretty heavy, and I only can do 8 reps, I believe, so 8 to 10 reps is the range. So I'm at the bottom of the range right now. Really struggling on the last ones there. Yep, okay, there we go. And then straight into lat raises seated, so you can kind of control the weight a bit more, and you're relying less on like swinging your body. It should be pretty still. Lastly, we're ending with rear delt flies. Took me a while to get the connection here with this one, kind of finding the right seat height and the angle, but we got there, and now I love these and it feels great. So ending with those till failure. Just finished a leg and shoulders day. I had really good mind muscle connection, which sometimes I don't really have. Got a good pump. I'm gonna head to Costco, pick out some kimchi. It's like the one thing I need. And then go to work. Well, basically just get on my laptop. So I get home from my workout and I'm ravenous. So post-workout meal is essential. And I start with some frozen veggies just from Costco. And then my main protein is chicken. I'll do mainly that. And then for my carb, I'll have sweet potato and rice. I like to do both just to have some variety. Sweet potato mostly for fiber. And then I'll cook that up and saute it on the stove. We're adding some seasoning, of course. Always season your food because we can still have things taste good in prep, okay? The base, I love arugula just to give it more volume, and then kimchi, obviously essential. And then once that's warmed up, we plate it up and then we add the last things. Got sriracha, the goat, and kind of been loving mustard. I don't really know why, but it's kind of good. That's what it looks like. It looks kind of gross, but it tastes amazing, so I don't really care. Okay, meal number 3, we got oatmeal. So this is kind of like my lunch, but it's a breakfast meal. It's basically just oats, protein powder, salt, PB Fit, same things, and then some frozen blueberries. Oh, and then almond butter to top it off. Meal number 4 is basically the same thing as meal number 1, and then my nightcap meal is either the Ninja Creamy or yogurt. And then I'll finish off my day with a hot girl walk to get my 10K steps in. That wraps up the first week of prep. Thanks for watching.